Hello, friends. Hello, hello. Anna Zugari here. Just a basic girl with a little extra. Today is a special, very special day. Number one, and just forgive me if I messed up because I'm using a new camera. I should have tested this, you know, earlier, but here we go with whatever we have. Um, Again, my name is Anna Zagari, and I do little interviews. I have guests every Thursday at 7 p.m., and we talk about different topics. But this month, I am dedicating it to the topic of live streaming, podcasting, and video recording. So, if you haven't checked out the couple of videos that we did before. You have to check them out because I had great people like Misty Phillips and Dory Spencer. They are great. Examples of what you can do with live stream and podcasting. So, and if you have any questions about that, just send me a direct message and I'll help you. Just to start. But today, like I said, I have such an honor. It to me, it's really cool because I have a friend from on the other side of the world, and I feel very happy, very honored, and also very bad because it's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning for him, and he's here. So I'm gonna say hi to Cheryl. Cheryl, thank you so much for being here, friend. Thank you for joining us. But without any further ado, I'm just gonna bring on my friend Marcus.
Hi, Anna. So great to be here.
Yes, Cheryl, he's here, finally here. You're always here, but on the other side of
Yeah,
the screen,
yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So, yeah, so I really, really appreciate that you're doing this, friend. It feels like home because you're here. So
Oh,
I
so
really
great. I'm so
appreciate it.
happy to be here. And I'm so happy that you started a few months ago back
Mhm.
streaming because
Yes.
I really missed it. And now you're back every week, and that's so fantastic.
Thank you, thank you. And I'm learning so much from you, friends. If you know, Marcus has a YouTube channel too that we visit every Thursday at 3 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Don't ask me about other time zones because I don't know them. But you can find it here, and I'll put the link in the comments, and you can go visit his channel. He has amazing tutorials, amazing interviews. It's just so much fun. So, Marcus, I have a bunch of questions for you.
Okay, let's do it.
So, again, because we are talking this month about live streaming and how to start videos. And for some of my audience that are like nonprofits or just individuals that want to start using their voice to share to the world, sometimes they're like, well, how do I do this? How do I how do I begin? So can you tell us a little bit how you started your journey on live streaming and why do you like it or love it? How do you
Yeah,
like it or you love it? What
yeah, I
is it?
love it. I love
And
it. Absolutely.
yeah, so tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, like how for many people it was an accident. So during the pandemic, I was researching. I need better sound, better video, and then I discovered Live Streaming Pros, and they said there is a challenge going live every day in April in a private Facebook group, and I was thinking, okay, I don't really need that, but sounds like fun. And luckily, it was free because
Hmm.
when you think you don't really need it, you don't want to spend money for it. But then it was such a blessing. It was so great, and I learned so much. And then other people there said, "Yeah, now you have to do it. You have to go live out in the real world." And I just did that, and then never looked back. And
Hmm. Has it
somehow
been two
just,
years? About
I
two
think in
years?
September it will be 2 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So when you entered the Lita challenge, did you already had a camera, or you started with your phone and then you started upgrading your equipment?
I think I had a webcam, but yeah, not really microphone and thing. I mean, if you want to start to go live, just use the phone or just use your computer, use what you have, and I would say audio is pretty important. So buy a microphone. It doesn't have to be very expensive. I think you can go for about 40 $50 maybe, but
Uh-huh.
really microphone, and then light is really important. Camera doesn't matter as much as light, and if you cannot invest in light at the start, then just stream during the day and use sunlight.
Right?
Yeah,
Yes. So for our friends, because basically that's where you and I met, right? Like
yeah.
in Lida. And I remember also like starting with my phone and then trying to upgrade all my equipment as I was seeing others. But as you are 2 years into this, I figure like, oh my gosh, I didn't need all of that stuff. Like you
No,
just mentioned, just a good microphone and an okay camera and
and light.
in the light, right?
Yeah.
Yes. So, friends, you need to make note of that. Okay, so we talk about the equipment, but now, like the biggest part of it, it's like, how did you get yourself, like your mindset, like I'm going to do this, and you are being very faithful with it because I took a break like for several months, but you have been very
Yeah, life
consistent.
happens, so
Yeah,
breaks are okay.
absolutely. Absolutely. But how did you get there? Like,
I mean, the most important mindset thing is to actually start,
mm,
and I mean that is where the biggest hurdle is, because it is nerve wracking if you're doing it for the first time,
yeah.
and it is hard, and even I think with all, yeah, I need to buy this tech and that, and I need to organize that first. It is all, it can be an excuse to not actually do it, and you just need to go. And as soon as others convinced me that I should go live, I announced, okay, this is the date where we're gonna do it, date and
Hmm.
time, and where to find it. And then there was just, now I have to do it. And yeah, then lean into having fun and keep doing it. And it's absolutely not a problem to take a pause, take a break. The hard thing there is to start again. It's
Hmm.
no problem at all, the break,
Yes.
but and, you probably know that yourself. It's
Hmm.
then again, oh, how do I start again? But
Yeah.
you already can do it, and you just have to go.
Yes, it's like the saying, right? Like once that you learn how to ride bicycle, you
Yeah,
do it for life, right? But it
absolutely.
is hard. Like I mentioned before, I took a break for several months, and you were the one that kind of pushed me to go back and start the live stream again. And doing it this second time, I do feel a lot more confident, a lot more committed, even though um, because a lot of people think like, well, why are they doing this live streaming thing if they're not getting paid, or is it a job? It's Can you talk to us a little bit about what is behind the wanting to do this?
So, I mean, I think it's a tremendous amount of fun. I really love it. I really love to
Yeah.
do it. And if you have the privilege to find an audience, people who want to see you, then that gives so much back. If I hear from you that I helped you, and I'm not the reason you went back, I just helped you with the right push in the right moment. But hearing something like that, that gives me so much energy back. And another thing why you absolutely should do it, it builds up confidence, it builds up skills, and it will help you in everyday life when you have to do a presentation,
Yeah.
or someone says, okay, in 5 minutes you have to do a talk about this topic, and okay, I already know how to do that, and then it helps with many things in life, and it connects you with people, and you find new friends,
That's
like I
right.
found Anna and
Thank
Cheryl.
you.
Loving
Yes.
pushes, yeah, absolutely.
Yes, because you are such an encourager. Like you really care about people and encouraging people. So here's my next, question, or I would like for you to expand on it, because you have built a community around your live streaming. And I feel like sometimes um, we think that there is a disconnect because it's part of technology. Oh well, you're in a camera, you're not in the same room.
Yeah.
But for me, that I am part of your community, I feel like among friends, it's like we have really bonded. And like Cheryl and so many other people that we have interaction with every Thursday on your show, and sometimes they come to mine. But
So
uh so what how do you feel like it's important to build a community, or how can we describe the community building with live streaming?
I mean, community is absolutely essential for live stream, and yeah, there are different parts. I mean, how to find people for the community, that
Hmm.
can be really difficult if you only live stream.
Hmm.
um, so because if you're doing it, if you're brand new and nobody knows you're doing it, it's hard to get discovered. And so for me, I had the privilege that I knew many people from the Leader Challenge, and they followed me into my community. And then I did interviews. Sometimes I found people just a little bit outside of that circle, and then sometimes some people then stay there too. I mean, if it is really an advantage if you can bring a community from somewhere else with you,
Yeah.
or maybe you need to first put out some pre-recorded videos that are better to get discovered and build it up like that. What live streaming is really really powerful is to engage the community.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's not so powerful for people to find you, but
Hmm.
to make the transition from someone who just watches you to someone who feels connected. There it is the magic that happens. It's also called the parasocial relationship, and I wouldn't
Mm.
qualify our relationship like that, because
Yeah.
I watch you and you watch me, and then it goes both way. Because the
Hmm.
parasocial relationship is something, um, if I had 1,000 viewers, which I have not, and
Hmm.
I don't know them personally, so I can't really connect on an individual level, but they could connect with me, and that's the
Hmm.
social aspect. But yeah, it feels much more familiar in our community, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that also this, applies to not just creating the community, because, like I said, I've been since May. I started in May, April, yeah, May, June, July. So it's really relatively a very short period of time, right? But doing it every week. And I was last week, I actually, Marcus and I, for our friends that don't know, Marcus and I are part of a mastermind group on Facebook where we get help and we talk about live streaming and videos and all kinds of things. And I went in there and I was asking, like, what should I do? Like, I think I wasn't saying like I want to quit because I want to stay on it, but it gets like, okay, I'm not seeing much
Yes,
progress,
yeah.
you know,
Oh, now your
especially when
camera went out. The
especially
handicap.
when that
Yeah.
happens.
Okay. No, no,
Sorry.
that is gold because you just need to lean into it. So if things happen, then that makes you more relatable and shows you're a human and not just a
Yeah.
picture on the screen. So
Right.
yeah,
Right. So it's just that encouraging that is encouragement that you get from others that are doing what you're
yeah,
doing. And again, oh my gosh, you just made me laugh again. Thank you. But so what I'm saying is that don't feel discouraged, right?
yeah,
Because this takes time. And sometimes we think like, oh, because we are so used to the immediate gratification, we want
yeah. But isn't
everything.
it nice to
Yeah,
have that? Yeah,
and it takes time, and
yeah,
also fostering that community after you build it. And that's also another great thing that you do. So you build this community around your YouTube channel, but you continue to foster it. You keep getting in touch with everybody that is part of your audience and cheering on for them too, right? So how important is that?
yeah. I mean, of course it's very important to really care about the
Mhm.
community. I mean, you can do that in different ways. I mean, if it gets bigger and bigger, then maybe you wouldn't be able to touch base with each one
That's right.
individual. But I think you just really need to care and love the community and listen what they are saying. And yeah, for me it's so much fun. And honestly, it's what keeps me going. Sometimes there are
Mm.
doubts or I am tired and thinking, oh, should I do a live stream today? I mean, oftentimes I go live Thursday evening my time, and at Thursday afternoon I don't know yet what to talk about, and then I have to come up with something, and
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what keeps me going.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But I think yeah, it's really if you want to be found by people, you have to try different things. I don't know. Did you try doing shorts, for
Not
example?
yet. So,
Okay.
yeah. So that's another thing, right? So we are narrowing down on just this one thing, but as you learn from the community and from, like, you pick up your rhythm. um Last week Marcus showed on his stream how to make a video in 27 minutes. Was it 27, 23 minutes,
Yeah,
something
something
like that,
like
right?
that. Yeah, I
And
planned for 60 minutes, but then I rush.
yeah.
I had so much panic that it will not be enough, and I rushed through it.
Well, it was fantastic. To me, it was like, oh my gosh, he rehearsed this like 30 times because he's nailing it, like the step by step. It was great. And
Yeah,
that now that video has a lot of views already. Like, I don't know, it's been a week and
yeah, 95, I think.
95 views.
Yeah,
So it's I'm learning from you, and I'm like, okay, Marcus did it. I need to do it. And
Yeah.
it's learning all these other little pieces that go with the live streaming to drive people either to my website and to my live streaming and also the content of my channel, right?
Yeah.
But it takes time and it takes work, but like you said, you love it. You love it
Absolutely.
and
And
you're committed.
there is a secret why I did that video in 60 minutes or 27 minutes is because I for a long time I thought, okay, I need to make pre-recorded videos to grow the channel more, and I
Mm-hmm.
was totally stuck in perfectionism, and that's another
Mm.
word for fear. And I was, no, it has to be better, and it's not good enough, or maybe
Yeah.
I'm not good enough, and it was always in my head. And then
Yeah.
I suddenly remembered that over 4 years ago, I produced a video on a work thing, on a workshop there, where we had to, just for the other participants there, three of us went and made a video in about 3 hours. And
Wow.
yeah, and it was not for YouTube,
Uh-huh.
but I just remembered, okay, 4 years ago, and I had no experience, just a phone, no
Mm-hmm.
microphone, nothing, and we managed to do that. And why can I do it now? And then I thought, okay, and I need a topic for the live stream anyway. So let's say, okay, during this stream, I create the video, and then normally I would think about how is the topic and go in all the details, and then I would be stuck and stop and come back later to it, and then
Mm-hmm.
I would think, okay, how do we film that, and how can we
Mm-hmm.
produce all that? And there was just no time, so I had to
Yeah.
decide, okay, this is the title, this is the thumbnail, bang bang bang, and then record,
Mm-hmm.
make some bullet points, record this one, stop, record next one, stop, and after that, just in the phone with iMovie, okay, select all that, put it
Mm-hmm.
together, okay, oh, it's done, now it goes live. And that was so useful for me because it forced me to let go of all that overthinking and
Mm.
just doing it.
Yeah. Yes. And again, as we um, practice and you get to do it more and more, you gain confidence. And also,
Absolutely.
um, I was watching this lady that I absolutely love, and she works with StreamYard, and she talks about how to use StreamYard and all this kind of stuff. And there's so many people in her chat that the chat goes like boom 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 boom, and sometimes I can't catch the questions and stuff. But she's very good also at fostering her community, and she names the people that are regularly there and all that kind of stuff. So I guess also just being on the other side, right? Like right now, Cheryl, and Cheryl is covering my face.
How dare
Cheryl is in my face. She's on my face.
Oh, saved. There we are again.
The part of the live streaming. So, um, it's this, like the connections that we make, right?
Yeah,
Bringing Cheryl on screen with us. It makes
absolutely.
it part of the live streaming. So I love that interaction. But yeah, I love the story that you share, Marcus. She's laughing with us too. Thank you, Cheryl, for being a trooper and being here with us. Marcus, what time is over there right now?
It's almost 2:30 a.m.
Oh my
So yeah,
gosh.
yeah.
So,
But you said you needed at this time, and we could pre-record it. But then it would not be as spontaneous, and we wouldn't have the ability to talk with Cheryl. And
right.
I said no. Okay,
Yes.
I'm usually sleep is doesn't come easy to me, and usually I end up watching you anyway. So why not just also talk with you instead of
Right.
watching? Yeah,
Well, just because you're staying up this late, you deserve
Yay!
all the
Thank you.
confetti of the world. Thank you so
And you
much.
deserve some balloons.
Oh, yay! We're having a party with the confetti and
Yeah.
balloons. Look at that.
And I also have the firework.
Wow, look at you. No, you're and this is another thing that I'm loving. And friends, if you're watching the replay, you need to come for the very first time to Marcus' stream because he has the best confetti
Have the
welcome
welcome
outbursts.
confetti. Yeah.
Yes, look at that. Hold on, let me put you on a full screen
Yeah.
because
So if
that
you're in the
requires.
chat for the very first time, you get the welcome.
Yes, look at
Absolutely.
that. Oh my goodness, I love it. I need to get a little bit more um on the overlays.
Yeah, but your confetti is also very good, and
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
love your background and everything.
Yes. Well, because here's another thing. Oh,
Oh, now
gosh.
this one is
I'm
gone.
here. I'm
Okay.
here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like I
No
said,
worries.
new camera, trying to figure out how can I avoid that. But anyways, um, so what was I saying?
I was saying your background is great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But because you're a Mac user and I'm a PC user, so this is something that you Marcus need to talk to Ecamm about because why can I use Ecamm? Ecamm has a lot more features than you know the
Yeah,
stuff that I
you
use.
could use vMix or OBS on the
Yeah.
PC.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, I
But
had a
I
nightmare with
think,
OBS.
yeah, maybe just stay with StreamYard for now because
Yeah.
I think it's really simple to use,
Yes.
and it's much more important to focus on content and the
The
value you
content.
deliver. And
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, come to the Mac side. Yeah, I
Right.
wouldn't change the system just for the streaming software.
Yeah.
So yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think if StreamYard works for you,
Mm-hmm.
and I think especially for interviews, you have this automatic placement, and especially if you had more than one guest, and you can
Yeah.
make one big and the other small,
Mm-hmm.
and in other softwares you need to configure that all
Yeah. So we
before.
with
Oh
the
yeah, and we can also like
there you
this.
go.
Yeah,
Oh, we can be side
yeah,
by side. We can do this. Yeah, it's pretty simple.
yeah,
I find it without having to have any more equipment or hardware,
yeah.
right?
And I can reassure you, some very big streamers are streaming with StreamYard, and they're doing just
Uh-huh.
fine. So
Okay.
it is really,
So
it's all you need.
whenever I get to my million viewers
Yeah,
and
no
I'm
problem.
still gonna be using StreamYard, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, no
So
worries.
and I keep forgetting because learning about streaming, Melanie, I can't remember her last name. She created this. She has some really cool stuff, and I wanted to do the same thing. Let's see if it works.
Wow, great.
And to let you know that we are now in the fun part of the stream.
Oh, now is the fun part. Oh, sorry, I had
Yeah.
fun before. I'm so sorry, Anna.
Yeah, that was the boring part. This is the
Okay,
fun part.
shouldn't have had fun before. Okay.
Yes, no. We're gonna have to do this again, Marcus,
Oh,
because
okay.
you had fun. uh, no, but yeah, time flies when you're having fun, and I don't want you to keep you awake anymore because
Don't worry,
you
don't
probably
worry.
had to work tomorrow. But I have my, well, you know it, and I think Cheryl knows it too, that I have my
Questions.
yes, my wheel. Where is my question? Rapid
The
fire
Wheel of
questions.
Doom. No, it's
Yes.
the Wheel of Fun.
Well, hopefully we'll do this one. Oh, see, here's another thing that we can do
Oh,
um
yeah, here you are. Okay.
with the moving around. Okay, so you ready? Cheryl,
Yes.
you need to play with us, Cheryl, and let us know your answers in the comments if you can. Okay, here comes the first one. We're gonna do five, Marcus. I don't know what we're gonna get. Oh, look
Oh,
at
that's
that.
a great one.
Uh,
Um, live stream or video? Yeah, I have to say live stream because I'm really comfortable with it. It's so much fun, but I also need to go more into
mhm,
video
mhm.
um, just to expand and to get a bit out of my comfort zone again, and also to grow the channel. But
Do you
yeah.
feel like this is not a rapid fire question, but you just made me think about this. Do you think that the video, creating videos, that's how I see it too. Like, making a video, it means editing, and that kind of like, oh, I don't want to do that. Does that
Uh,
happen to you?
Not quite, because I think editing is really fun, but the part where I have to come up with all the idea and
Yeah, yeah. It takes a little bit more time, right?
yeah. Have I
Yeah.
ever met a celebrity? Probably not. Um,
Besides Cheryl.
yeah. Met? Oh, met. Oh, I have met online, of course. Yeah, maybe I once in Switzerland we have 7 head of states, and I once crossed one on the bridge, and
Really?
yeah, and it's really fun if they are not in an official mission. They just walk like you and me and have no security detail and nothing.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
that's yeah. It's really great to see that is
Mhm.
still possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheryl says live stream is easy. I'm going to record a video soon. Okay.
Yes, do that.
We want to see
Absolutely.
it. We want to see it. Okay, here comes the next one. I don't know what happened to my sound. I thought I had the sound. What is the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Oh, uh, I knew these questions because you keep the same, and I thought, okay, but I could have prepared. I don't know if I eat weird things. I mean, we eat fondue in Switzerland. That is, do you know that? That is melted cheese.
Cheese? Yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
then with the bread.
Well,
But yeah,
that's
I'm
not
pretty
weird. That's
conventional. No,
yummy.
I don't eat weird things.
What about
I'm
snails?
no. That's what Sherry ate. Okay, snails. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, never. No, I'm really picky with my food. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
I love experimenting in other things in life, but the
Hmm.
food is.
Do you cook?
I can cook, yeah, a bit, but I usually don't take the time. Yeah. What is the
Prefer
weirdest thing you
streaming
have
than
ever
cooking.
eaten?
Me?
Yeah.
Um, I think turtle eggs. That
Okay.
was super weird. But that's when I was like 8 years old or 9 years
Okay.
old, and
Okay.
nobody cared about the environment back then. So
Sure. Yeah. I when I was a teenager, we were driving to Spain for holiday, and we made a stop in a cheap motel in France, and the food was so bad, and it was a soup, and I discovered, okay, if I put more salt in, it gets a little better. Okay, more salt, yeah, a little better, more salt. Oh, now it has too much salt. So it didn't work.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, Cheryl, are you talking about the snails with butter
Of
and garlic?
course, yeah. You need
Yeah,
something to eat with along with them. Yeah.
I pass. Thank you, but not thank you. Here's the next one.
Yeah,
Oh,
mic. Always the mic.
camera or microphone?
Yeah, always the microphone. If the
You-
sound is bad, you have nothing.
yeah. Okay, you gotcha. And what kind of microphone do you have?
Oh, I have the fancy one. I don't know if I probably don't even need that. It's the SM7B, the one
Oh, well, you
all the
sound
fancy
amazing.
people have. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That was the
All
last
right.
time I shared my face. Yeah, my face is not really strong, but I learned, okay, I'm not an atheist, I'm an agnostic. I learned the
Okay.
difference there. So,
Hmm.
but my original face is how do you say it in English? Roman Catholic.
Roman Catholic.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I grew up Roman Catholic, so
Okay.
I get you. I get you. All right. And Cheryl says that she just got a new
Wow,
microphone.
cool.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, Cheryl, well, when will we see something from you? A stream,
Yeah.
or you mentioned video. Okay. So
Yes.
we're gonna look for
You
that.
could have done like an unpacking of your new microphone.
Oh
See?
yeah.
All right. Are you up for one more?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Here we go. Thumbnail or shorts?
Oh, that's interesting.
What do you like doing better, making it like thumbnails or shorts? Which it's kind of like a different thing, right?
Yeah, I mean,
But
shorts are a bit more fun, but they're also more energy demanding.
yeah.
And thumbnail, I can make them pretty quick in Canva, but maybe that's another thing. If you really want to grow, maybe we need more time spent in the thumbnail as well. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. It
that's
takes
fun.
some
And
time.
you didn't ask the question if a bird pooped on me. So
Have you ever had a bird poop on you?
no, but I knew that question, and that could maybe come. And a few weeks back, I was on a street festival and eating outside, and a bird
No way.
barely missed me. And then I
No.
was thinking immediately, no, the
I
bird
right.
barely missed me. I was
I have
thinking that.
a you could have had a good answer for that question.
Yeah,
Oh,
and if ever a bird will poop on me, I will always be reminded of you because that's
oh,
one of your
okay.
questions. So
Yeah, I need to change a little bit of the questions for
it's
next
it's
time, but
okay as long as you change out the guests and they don't know the
right?
question. It's because
Yeah.
I watch so often, so I know them.
Yes.
But if you have new
Che-
guests, it is
and
okay.
Cheryl said neither. Okay, both.
Both,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, but I remember very vividly that day when I got, and it wasn't just a little bit, it was a
Ah,
big pooped on my
oh no.
shoulder. And we were like in a what do you call that? Boardwalk by the beach. So
Okay.
obviously
So
there
you
is
didn't have clothes there, or
just something like this. Like
yeah,
I had,
okay. Well, yeah,
but
but at least it was not the head. So
right, right. It wasn't oh, we have a new viewer here. Thank
oh, fish
you. Thank
stick is
you.
here. Hello.
Yes. Let's do
You
some.
missed all the fun, but there
You
is a replay.
did. You did, but we still will thank you so much for being here. Um, yeah, so it was, everybody just was looking at me and laughing and laughing, and I was like, ah, and nobody
Yeah,
would
that's
give me a tissue or
yeah.
anything. I was like, this is not
It's so hard if everybody is laughing. I once was walking into a glass wall because I thought
no.
it was nothing there, and
Yeah,
then you're in a little bit of pain and everybody is laughing. It's not nice.
it is not nice,
Yeah.
but I'm so glad it didn't happen like when you and I were together, because that would be me. I would be the one
No,
laughing.
but it's okay. It's a human thing to do, and I
Yeah.
mean, as long as nothing really
Right,
bad
right. If
happens,
you're
it's
with
okay.
blood
Yeah.
or something like that,
Yeah,
then
then
I
it's
wouldn't
okay.
laugh. But
Yeah, sure.
yeah,
No, it's perfectly fine. We're
yeah,
human. So
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So, Marcus, I really, really appreciate you being here today,
well, thank
friends
you. It
in the
was so
chat.
much fun, and thank you so much
Yeah,
for inviting me. It's really
yeah.
fun to be a guest here.
I appreciate you so, so much, and not just being here today, but pouring into your community, which I am part of every Thursday. So
Yes,
I
and you're
really
even
appreciate.
helping me with moderating, and I'm always
Yes.
so happy if I see when I see you there.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you. It's likewise, friend. Um, Fish Stick says, I'm sorry I missed the live stream earlier. Oh, we watched
that's
the replay.
perfectly fine. So
Yes,
so
yes.
it's always I don't have a list where I check if everybody
Right.
no
Attendance,
why
right?
weren't you there? Why weren't
Yeah.
you there?
Yeah.
No.
We should do that, have an
Oh,
attendance
okay,
list.
yeah. Where is Anna? Anna is late. What is
Right.
happening? No.
Yeah, no,
No,
but
I
it
mean there is always a live besides watching streams, and because
right.
it's live, it's always on a schedule. Yeah,
Right. And
absolutely.
like me, sometimes, right now it's summer, so I really love carving that time when you do your streams. But when it's school time, I'm in the car line, and then sometimes I don't like the other moms honking at me because I'm not moving. I'm just
Yeah, maybe I need to make a survey someday if I should adjust the time because
no.
my streaming time it happened more or less without a lot of thoughts. Just yeah, that was just what we started with, and
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe we can. No, Fishstick, we don't take you to the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, no. But anyway, so I love it. Friends, again, thank you so much for watching and hanging out with us. This was super fun, even though Marcus didn't supposed to have fun at the beginning.
yeah, I did it totally wrong. What can you
Uh,
do?
yes, no, but we're gonna let him go to sleep, recharge your body, and just
Yes,
keep being as an amazing human being as you are, friend. I love you. I appreciate you, and I pray for you.
thank you so
Um,
much.
that you receive protection, provision, and just keep being as awesome as you are. So,
Same to you.
thank
It's
you.
yeah, it was so great, and it's so
Thank you.
great to see you here each week.
Thank you. Thank you. You're my biggest cheerleader. Thank you,
Yeah.
Cheryl. All right, friends, and don't forget to love Jesus, obey Jesus, and tell everyone about him. And if you have any questions about what it means to follow Jesus, just leave me a message, ask questions. What does that mean? What is that gonna do for me? Just let's chat, and we'll figure it out together. So, Marcus, we might talk about this next time, you and
Yeah,
I.
that's fine. Yeah.
All right. Well, y'all have a great time, a great night. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye.